Hello everyone and welcome back to the Entertainment Esquire. Today we'll be discussing celebrity lawsuits in the context of Candace Owens versus the French president. Let's get started. So the French president, Emmanuel Macron, which I may or may not be pronouncing correctly, is suing conservator, podcaster, and commentator Candace Owens, who we all hate to love or love to hate, depending on which side you stand on. And he's suing her essentially on behalf of his wife. His wife is her name is Bridget, and Candace, for the last year or so, has claimed that Bridget was originally born a man. And so you can imagine a married couple what this must feel like when someone on Candace's level in U.S. media, I think alone she has 7 million Twitter followers, repeatedly repeats that his wife is a man and a not born a woman. She even sold merchandise, did a 8-part series on it. So between the podcast, the merchandise, and the social media posts that have gone on for over a year, the Macrons have had enough, and they have sued her for defamation right here in the United States. So we're going to quickly go over, do they actually have a winning case against Candace? So defamation, first of all, if you have a defamation per se case, you don't have to prove damages. Here they say they have actual damages. But this does not fall into them doing a criminal act, having a disease, having conduct against their profession, or sexual misconduct. So this is just going to fall into good old regular defamation, which says that the person that you're suing has to have a false statement of fact, not opinion, because Candace has a lot of opinions, has to be published to a third party. You can check that box. She has 7 million followers on Twitter. And it has to have actual malice because they are public figures. Now, if they were private figures, they would only have to prove negligence. But when you're a celebrity or you're a public figure, actual malice has to be proved. What is actual malice? Actual malice is you actually knew that it was actually false, and or you just had any disregard for the actual truth, like you did no due diligence to even see if whether it was true or not. They're saying here they actually, when they pleaded to her for over a year to stop the statements, they actually presented her actual evidence. Now, I don't know if they'd included a birth certificate, but they said they presented actual evidence that she was born a woman, and she continued to do the claims anyway. The last element in defamation is harm. We just talked about damages. With defamation per se, you don't have to have damages. Here, this is regular good old defamation. So you do have to have damages. They said they've suffered financial loss, including future business opportunities, damage to their standing, emotional distress, etc., etc. The couple is also suing for punitive damages because they believe that she needs to be punitively punished financially so that she doesn't do this to anyone else. So we shall see if they get these punitive damages, these actual damages, if they even win the case at all. It should be noted they won a libel suit for 2 other women in Europe making comments about his wife. Again, I don't know if there were comments about her actually being born a man, but they won. They won a libel suit against 2 other women doing similar to what Candace was doing in the media, but then they lost on appeal. So not that Europe has anything to do with American law, but American courts can look to other courts for guidance. And so hopefully them losing on appeal in the other case won't affect their case here in the United States against Candace. It's filed in Delaware against her and some other Delaware entities. So we shall see how this proceeds. We'll keep you posted. Thank you for watching the Entertainment Esquire. You can find me on all my social media handles at The Entertainment ESQ and on YouTube at The Entertainment Esquire. Take care, everyone.